the amplitude we talked about, it's always positive, it's half the vertical distance. So if I counted that vertical distance divided by 2, I'd have the amplitude, correct? Or I could use the absolute values of the max plus the min divided by, or max minus min divided by 2. Then we talked about the midline. The midline is the average between the maximum and minimum, right, Grady? Yep. So if we take those two values and we add them up and we divide by 2, we would get that average, correct? All right. The period is how long horizontally the graph takes to repeat itself. And the horizontally is very important. Okay? How long the graph takes to repeat itself horizontally. So it's very important, the horizontal part. So it could be from a max to a max. It could be from a min to a min. It could be from a max to a min. But if it's from a max to a min, what am I going to have to do? What do you think? Opposite. Because from a max to a min would be halfway, right? Or a min to a max would be halfway. Or there's the last one. We can start at the y-axis. Go past the max min to repeat itself. Okay. I do not joke when I say I need full attention, brain power, because this is where I lose every single person is the period. So, we can go from a max to a max, a min to a min to a max times 2, or we can start on the y-axis, go past a max and a min, back to that same height. Okay, so we're going to go back to the very first question. If you have a highlighter, grab it. All right. Ready? There are some highlighters in that little bin on that table too. All right. Okay. So I need you paying attention. So we can go from like a max to a max or a min to a min, but I don't even know the x values at those, right? Probably not the easiest. So what I always try first, personally, is I start on the y-axis because that is times 0, correct? It's literally 0. We're doing the horizontal. Then I need to go past a max or a min. You should be on the first page. Past a max or a min. So you get back to that same height, right, Brady? First page, dude. Thank you. All right. So we're going to go past a max. Have we went past a min yet? Some people think it's to here. Nope. Now we have to go past a min. And then back up to the starting height, correct? What's going to happen after this? It's going to just repeat itself, yes? We agree? Yeah. Everyone's following along? So I will lose all the people. I'm not joking. It happens every year. I'll finish the lesson and they'll be like, what? I don't know how to find the period. I'm like, thanks. Okay? So, this starts at 0, and we go till what? It's a pi. We go till pi. Because this is half of a pi, it's a pi, it's 3 halves of a pi. So the period is pi. All right? Because it took us from 0 to pi, so it repeated itself.
So it's just width.
Yeah, just the width. Along from here to here. And if I start at the y, it's from 0 to there, so it's easier. If I started here, I'd have to like go 3 pi over 2 minus pi over 2, which is a lot more work. All right? Okay, let's look at 2. So, I start on the y-axis. The y-axis happens to be a what? A minimum, correct? So I'm going to go till I go to a what? Another minimum. If I go to a maximum, I'm going to have to times by 2, correct? Because a min to a max is not the whole period, it's half of a period. So I can go from a min to a max, which is 3, and times it by 2 and say it's 6. Or I can just carry on, keep carrying on till I get to the next minimum, correct? So horizontally, that is 0 to 6, which is how much? 6. So the period equals 6. Let's go to the next one. So for this one, I'm going to go start here at the middle, go past the maximum, and then I have to go back till I get to the middle again, correct? So if from here to here is half of it, that's a distance of what? 6. So how long is it going to take me to get to the other half? 12. You guys try the rest. Use pencil. If you make a mistake, you can. Okay, so this one, we start at our y, we go past the max, then we have to keep going, correct? Past the min, back up to this height. So if to the minimum, sorry, not minimum, if to the middle it's 6.28, what would it be to get to here? Yeah, 12.56. So the period would equal 6.28 times 2, which equals 12.56. All right.
It's not calculating from the left side, so wouldn't that be a lot less than that? Isn't it 6.28 from the left-hand side all the way to where it is?
0 to here is 6.28. And then to get from here to here is another 6.28. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Let's look at this one. So we start on our y-axis. We go past a max to here, and then are we done? We still have to go past a min to here. So how long did it take me? 4 pi, because we're going from 0 to 4 pi. So the period equals 4 pi. All right, 6. Start here, go past the max, back to this point, then what do? Am I done? Keep going until I get back to that point. So it's from 0 to 12, so the period is 12. All right. 7. We go past the max back to this point, what would that be? Half of it, correct? Because I haven't went to the min and back up, yes? So, everyone following along, because most people get this one wrong. They don't know how to deal with fractions. So the period equals pi over 2 times 2 over 1, technically, right? What can we do then? Cancel off the 2's, and so the period is pi. Okay, next page. This one. Yo, what's up? You good? All right. So this one, start at the y-axis, we go past the min. Are we done? No, we have to go past a max back to that height. So how horizontal is that? Pi. So the period equals pi. Okay? And then this one, you go past the max, past the min, back up to that height, and if it is, let's check this out. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 gets me 2 pi. 5, 6, 7, 8 gets me what? Another 2 pi. So what would this one be? 4 pi. Okay. Now this one, we go past the max to this height. And then we would keep going past and then back to that height, correct? So this would be half the distance, and what is it? What's half the distance? 12. So what's the period? 24. And then this one is a bit trickier. We go from here to here is half, correct? It's from min to max. Everyone paying attention, so I want to give you guys a trickier one. We don't know what these are. What we do is we count to pi. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 spots to pi, correct? So then this would be pi over 4. This would be 2 pi over 4, which is pi over 2. This would be 3 pi over 4, correct? But every tick is pi over 4, is it not? Do we agree? So they went to pi, counted, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of these is pi over 4, correct? So we need to count how many there are. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gets me to the max, correct? Do you see that? From the min to the max, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pi over 4s. Is that not true? So if we go 8 over 1 times pi over 4, what do we get? 2 pi. What's the catch with that 2 pi though? That's from a min to a max. So what is that? That's half the period, correct? So what's the full period? 4 pi. Okay. We're going to actually talk about the equation in a second, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get you guys to put your phones somewhere.